Hello everybody, my name is DeathCharge22182. Welcome back to Death Charge Gaming, guys. I have a very unique build for you guys if you play Gauss or Gauss Prime. This build runs around him almost kind of being immortal, and it's a little bit broken. There's three things that are absolutely required for this build. Fast deflection, where you have 90% more shield recharge and minus 45% shield recharge delay. Vigilante vigor, where you get more shield recharge and, once again, less shield recharge delay. And there's also, you want to get this, Arcane specifically, Arcane Aegis. And the reason why you want to get this is because on your shield damage, right now I only have it at rank 1, so it only gives me 5% shield recharge. But if you can get it to rank 5, on shield damage, there's a 3% chance for 30% shield recharge for 12 seconds. I'm going to try my hardest to farm this particular one. I don't know where exactly you get it. And then optional, you want to run Arcane Nullifier, where you can have resistance to the magnetic effect, because the magnetic effect will completely drain your shields, and you kind of don't want that. These are the three main things that you want, and then this nullifier is kind of like a protection thing. Everything else you can kind of build how you want. I have two builds. One of them is range, and my other build is less on range, but more on strength. And the reason why I have two different builds is because my first build, with this plating, the damage reduction is only 40% based on your battery, because our strength is only at 40%. We could probably buff that up with some red Archon shards, but I don't have those right now. But this one, your range doesn't go in the negative, it just stays at 100. But based on your battery percentage, it can reduce your damage with this plating up to 100% instead of 40%. So theoretically, you can kind of be more immortal with that one. But I'll show you how this whole build works. When we get in, you want to take a little bit of damage until you see this Aegis symbol at the top. You want it to proc. You want it to activate first. That's how you know you'll be like immortal. So we'll go in and we'll try to do a mission. Maybe we might do a Steel Path one solo if there's a survival one. Let's see. There is a survival, and it's on this one with our suggested damage is viral. I have my viral build with my Torrid, so yeah, we can go do that. I will be running solo for this just to show you guys how this whole thing works. Let's try to get... Do I already have one of these? I have 3 of these, okay. I do want to get my friend a companion. So maybe we might try for that. I can also try to get them Wisp. There's like a lot of things I want to help them get. We'll do 2. We'll run this A7 first, and then we'll try to run one of these for a chance to get Wisp, just for my friend. I think that's fine. But when we get in, it's really weird how to do this. I like the range on it for a particular reason.
The art of combat must be practiced to truly master.
I like the range because you can slow enemies down almost to a freezing point.
Fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
Our goal is to see that little symbol up top to know that it activated. That's our goal right now.
Stand by for life support.
So
you're near a fissure.
Let's wait for this to wear off, have them shoot me a little. Okay, yeah, see at the top it activated? We only need it to activate once. And then pretty much, no matter how low our shields get, look at how fast our shield is recharging. I'll even let them shoot me until like it's at 0. Look at that. Almost immortal. It's broken. It's absolutely broken.
The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open your void relic. The reactant is working on your relic.
I've also
Find
learned
the
that if you're with Gauss particularly, if you're above this red line, like you activate his ultimate and you have this red line, when you do your circle, it freezes enemies, but if you hold it, it does fire. However, if you're above the red line and you activate both abilities, it strips all armor from enemies. So if I can get energy, show you guys.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
And I also didn't realize that his energy is his plating. You take it drains your battery. I didn't realize that. I only realized that I think yesterday. So I'll have to show you guys. But let me run around real quick. Get above. And then we will freeze, we'll set them on fire, and then we'll go above again. Freeze them. Yeah, see, some of these corrupted lancers have all their armor stripped. Some of them don't, some of them do. Now they all do, look at that. And you can freeze them. Freeze them all. You use when you tap circle, it does cold effect, which upgrades your battery. And then if you hold it, it drains and it strips armor completely, which means they'll be vulnerable to this this laser gun. So it's really a win-win. Just spam circle a couple times, get this all built up, and then see this guy has armor, and then bam, all armor gone. Just by spamming the cooling to get your battery above 100, above that red line, and that's why range is really good with this too, is because you can just straight up do a whole field of people. So this build is pretty broken, I would say. One thing I do want to try it out on is maybe Hildren. I may want to try this build out on Hildren because that would make her absolutely broken. I don't know if it's character specific, so that's why I'm gonna try to do that. I just have no idea if it's gonna work entirely. I will say, however, one thing you do have to be careful of is certain status effects. Certain status effects being Slash, I've noticed, can penetrate shields, and Toxin. Those are the only ones you really have to worry about. Everything else should be good. Bullet-wise and status effect-wise, like fire. The only thing I've noticed is I don't know if there's anything that can give viral. I have noticed that there are possibly some. I know there's toxic Eximus enemies specifically that have like green gas around them. I would avoid those altogether because, like I said, toxic can bypass shields. So that's the only thing I'd have really keep an eye out for. Everything else seems to be okay. Yeah, so I just kind of activate my ultimate. I do a cool effect. I do a fire effect
Extraction is ready.
and to strip their armor. And then I just use my gun to shred through them. Like that. Just killed that boss instantly because I shredded his armor. Ooh, we got Sebagoth Prime. Nice. That's pretty good. Alright, let's go to our refinement. Let us activate this Neo W2 relic to try to get Wisp Prime. I'm also excited for June. June is when the new Warframe comes out, Araxia, the spider frame. I'm gonna try my hardest to sell every frame that I have to get that. I want spider frame. Yeah, so this build is pretty broken. One thing that I will say, actually, I'll give you guys a tip with Gauss as well. It's in his abilities as one of his tips. It is using thermal sunder to chill enemies causes those already affected by cold to become frozen solid. So if we just spam cold a couple times, they'll freeze instantly. There is, when you cast opposite thermal sunder with cold and heat, it deals blast damage. But here's the good part. If you keep going forward in the tips, it says that thermal sunder properties when Redline is active, Redline is his ultimate, so when you're above his little red line and you're overcharged, it says that cold will freeze enemies solid when it's above the red line, and heat does additional damage. However, when you combine it, it creates that blast, and the blast will strip armor entirely. So as long as you can keep that, as long as you can keep the line over here on the right side, if you can keep it above, then you can just strip armor entirely. And that's why range is so good on this, because you can freeze, light them on fire, freeze them again, and just keep this at 100.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
You don't have to worry about it. And since they're going to be frozen solid anyway, it's not like they can attack you. I have no idea if this will get patched or not. I'm assuming it won't, unless too many people do the build, or they find a way to patch it, but it's part of the mechanic, the shield recharge delay, and you're just kind of using what's given to you, so I don't think they can really patch it unless they change the arcane entirely. See, it takes a lot longer to try to hurt enemies with armor, so that's why it's really good to learn how to strip enemies like that, and then you can just melt them because of this viral slash build on this gun. Watch, I'll even stand here. Look at this. Heat does nothing. I'm tanking this. See how crazy that was? And I have a slash activated right now. Someone did slash on me. That's not ideal, but... And then we light them all on fire. Do that to strip all their armor. And then we just kill them while they're laying on the floor, pretty much. You can wait for them to get back up. but I like to freeze them out. So much easier. You took my gun. How dare you? You're gonna die. Alright, cool. I need to... Oh, he stripped my ability. Crap. He's stripping my ultimate. Stop that. There we go. I stripped his armor. You strip his armor and then you just laser him. So easy. Those mini-bosses like that will only show up in Steel Path because you can get Essence, but you also get Arcanes. Which I actually still need to look at a couple of my Arcanes in order to do, add them to the giveaway pool, because I know a lot of people were... I wouldn't say a lot of people, I only have, you know, like around 30-ish subscribers. I have 36. Which means we got another subscriber, so I'm happy about that. Thank you guys so much for subscribing.
The Grenier and Corpus came here in search of treasure, but only found oblivion. They are trespassers here. You are not.
But you can definitely see how broken this build is. It's absolutely atrocious. So I don't know if you can put it on every single character. If I feel like they are going to change the mod or do something with it to change it. But in the meantime, I guess we might as well enjoy it while we can.
These manifestations must not be allowed a foothold on Lua. Life support is at risk. Destroy
I have no idea when, I have no idea how they're gonna change it or when they will, but I have a feeling that they're gonna fix it. You stop that. Oh, there's two of them? There's two green ones? And since we have enough energy, right off the bat, we can just keep going with it.
You have collected enough reactant to open your relic.
You don't even need to strip their armor. If you're comfortable, and you just want to do this, put on some energy stuff and just spam the circle. Keep freezing them over and over again. You can do that too. Pretty much this build allows you to become almost immortal and you can do anything. I am going to try to put this maybe on Mesa. Just so I want to try to get more stuff with other characters. I really need to upgrade my factions. I need to focus on doing my faction so I can get all the rewards so I can finally move to a different faction, because I hate having to I hate switching between factions. I I want to be able to... Oh geez, I got knocked down. I hate switching between factions without completing them, is what I'm trying to say. For me, it's so annoying, like, that you'd have to complete a faction, get it to rank 5, and then while you're trying to get the other one back up to get a card you want, it takes the other one down. Like, I know they're opposing factions, so that's why I'm gonna try to grind a little bit with that. I also recently got one of my friends into Warframe, which I hope that they like. They said that they like Destiny, and if they like Destiny, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna like this. They might not play it as often, just because, you know, they're new, they don't really know what to do, like, at all. But I'll be here to teach them, so hopefully they'll be able to get into it a lot more. Look at that, we just spam cold a couple times, freeze them. Do a heat, let them get up, cold, strip their armor. So basically you don't have to have a care in the world now with this, which is absolutely hilarious. And what makes it even more broken, if you have the perk Rolling Guard and you have the status effect, like Toxin or anything, with Rolling Guard, you can just do this. You can just bloop, and then all your status effects are gone. You'll be invulnerable for 3 seconds. I think it removes all status effects. I'll have to go double check that, because I don't have it on this build. I don't have the card, the mod. But if it does, I'll definitely put it on this, and then you'll truly be immortal. Oh my god, take this into the, take Gauss into, what is it, like a sortie mission, or something like that? Activate this build? That would be hilarious. You know, I might do that. I might go do part of a sortie. Be an Archon hunt just to see.
Don't worry, I'll take very good care of Varuna.
Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go try to do like an Archon hunt or a sortie, something like that.
Have sought out Warframes before. Vor sought to present them with yours.
I also need to change my lens on this gun, because I think my lens is still something from before.
Those oculists are scanning for...
I have also been trying to get ribbons. Some of the ribbons are like OP cards for very, very specific weapons. Like, it is tailored to a specific weapon. So I'm trying to get a ribbon for either Torrid or my arc gun, or maybe like one of the Coda weapons. Just something that I use that deals a decent amount of damage. I would love a Torrid, because I'll just re-roll that. I don't know, I've never really done ribbons before, so I don't know if there's like a limit to re-rolling, like you can only do it 10 times or something like that. I don't know. If there is a limit, I would love to, I would love for you guys to let me know, notify me of that. As of recording, though, today is Monday, and I'm probably not going to post this until Wednesday, so we'll see. I'll take a look at my schedule, actually, and I'll see if I'm streaming. I might post this tomorrow, if that's the case, and then give you guys, like, a day or two. Or maybe I'll post it later today, like tonight or something. No, I might do it tomorrow. Just have a video for tomorrow. Let me actually take a look, because I think I am doing Warframe on Wednesday. Yep, Warframe Wednesday. So yeah, I'll post this tomorrow, And then if you guys let me know, you let me know. If not, that's okay too. Alright. I mean, yeah, okay, so when we do Steel Path, by the way, for you guys who don't know, you get Steel Essence that you can use at Teshin in a, Teshin in a relay to get, like, some stuff like mods. Sometimes you can get ribbons. But we also get Arcanes from doing Steel Path. Arcanes are really powerful, especially, like, Merciless. Sometimes it really depends on what you need. Sometimes you don't need Merciless. Sometimes you'd want Deadhead for like a really good build. But I mean, even just doing opening 3 relics, we got 65 void traces. That's a lot. Let's see what we got. We got an extermination. Suggested damage is either slash or toxin. Magnetic ain't gonna do anything really. Okay, so we might stick with our viral build. Extermination, survival, and then the showdown. We might be able to do this. Maybe. We will see. But what's really cool is when you do Archon hunts, which you won't get until later, until you like do a certain part of the story, you get a guaranteed reward. So that's where you get Archon shards. You can also get Archon shards from another part of the story that I'm not going to show just yet. You know, just in case like my friend watches or anything. Well, I mean, if they do, it'd be kind of informational. So we'll see. Well, let's see if we can proc this extermination one.
Pazul's faithful believe they can secure a place in Sacred Tau if they massacre the unbelievers.
Yep, it procced.
No choice.
Right off the bat, it procced.
With force.
Oh, there's toxin though. That is not ideal for us. That is really not ideal. It is okay though, because what we can do is pop out as our little person, you know, our operator, pop back in, and we'll regain health. I do have a perk. I do have an arcane that allows me to pop out, gain health, and then go back in. So if we're ever in trouble with Toxin, we can just outmaneuver it with that. Also, if you guys ever find these stars, always pick them up, because you can put them inside of weekly treasures, sculptures, and then go to the Maru's Bazaar on Mars to trade them in for Endo, which you can then use to upgrade cards if you need Endo. I sometimes need Endo, but I am a collector, and I just love collecting the statues, so I never ever really get rid of them. I have like 100 and over 100, maybe 200 statues that I haven't used, and I just simply refuse to let them go. Alright, we need to go up.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Yeah, overall this build is not bad. Now, the damage reduction part really depends, because the kinetic plating, like for example, if I activate my kinetic plating like this, anytime I take damage, you'll watch as my battery goes down. So, like, I have to have the plating and keep running at the same time. Watch, even as I run, because I have the plating, it'll go down. So, it's like a balancing act, pretty much. There are certain characters that require a balancing act. One of them is, I think one of them is Gauss, one of them is Ember, and the other one is, well, I guess Gauss a little bit. I do need to get the rush mod for him to increase my sprint speed, but I don't really do sprint speed like as much. Like, it's good to get my battery up a little bit if I need to, but I don't really use it. So I may end up swapping that out for something else. I may subsume another ability onto his running, just because I don't really need it. It's like, watch, I can get the same thing if I just run like this, which I'm so used to. I'm not used to super speed unless I intentionally want to knock down a group of enemies. Ooh, there's a star here. Red stars are better than blue stars. Each sculpture can take, I think, a certain amount of blue stars and red stars before it'll be like maxed out and start moving. Then you can put it in your orbiter as decoration, or you can, you know, go to Maru's Bazaar, talk to Maru, and say you want to trade it in for Endo. So you can upgrade cards, stuff like that, which I may start utilizing that more. What is that? Oh, that was so creepy. Now, one thing I don't know, I'm still a little confused on, is if you die, like you get accidentally toxined and you die, I don't know if you have to restart to activate it to make this work again, or if you just have to if you just need the arcane to activate. I don't really know. I'm assuming that you'd only need the arcane to activate again. Anytime I see a red symbol up at the top, I always check what it is, because if it's something that could hurt us, we might have an issue. I would definitely sacrifice my shield just a little bit if I was able to put on rolling guard, so when we roll, we can negate those status effects. Specifically just for him. Actually, what does puncture do since we're in solo? Reduce damage. I always wondered what puncture would do, like if an enemy put puncture on us. Run to the exit like a boss. So far we're doing pretty good. I don't know if I will do the final hunt by myself. I do like to have a team with me there. You know, so for the extra damage and stuff like that, so I may do that part in public, but so far everything else seems to be good. Alright, what is this one? This one is the same kind of thing. A normal site, you should buy time. Well, there was a lot of corpus in there. So if there's a lot of corpus, I don't know why it's saying magnetic is bad. I can do corrosive. I'll just stick what I'm doing. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, the today later on at 5 p.m. will be Minecraft Monday, which you guys won't see, you guys will probably miss it unless you're part of my YouTube. once you are part of my Discord and you also see the schedule, I did post it on YouTube and Discord.
We can
The
divide
21st will be
Cthulhu's
Warframe
fractured
Wednesday at
mind against
7,
him.
and
Draw attention with the raid, while
Subnautica
our
Saturday
Grineer
will be
operative
on
Infant
Saturday
trotting
at
by
5 p.m.
ransack Fazul's archives.
So we're going to do Subnautica 1 this time. We're going to go back into it, I should say. Oh, I forgot about this. The opposite. Oh dear. That's cool.
Narmer have ordered an environment purge.
When I saw that for the
You
first
must
time, I
endure.
was super
I will
happy.
send what help I can.
We just need to survive. That's all we gotta do. Alright, activate my thing. There we go, it activated. Let's go. Easy. Survive for 10 minutes. Alright, we can do that. We'll survive for 10 minutes, and then we have, I think, about 15 or so minutes to do the final boss, which I'm hoping other people are doing it. Because otherwise, you might not be able to do it. Sometimes I do struggle with bosses like that. It really just depends. But since we have this build, we might be okay. It might take a while, but, you know, it might be okay. Sentient. I also learned that if you have a Riven mod that says kill sentience, finish blow on sentience with a pistol, a good area to do that in is the Eidolon at night, because those little Vomalists, those little blue dudes at night on the plains of Eidolon, count as sentients. So I don't know if... I think that you can only do that with the pistol one. I don't think you can do that with the melee one, unfortunately.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time. Prepare for life support. Another life support capsule is now available.
I do apologize for being quiet. I'm just kind of focused on killing all these as soon as they pretty much come in. I'm still also going to try to grind for the really cool mod that allows you to summon companions like that when you spend 100 energy. I'm going to try to grind a couple of those, as well as like ribbons, stuff like that. So we'll see. But I definitely want to get another one of those mods. I have one for the giveaway. and since I have one for the giveaway, I want to have one just possibly to sell, or I want to have multiple in the giveaway. If you do want to be part of the giveaway, I know that before I said that I was going to do a post on the YouTube with the pool, and I still have to do the arcanes and stuff. So, I won't put the giveaway post up on YouTube until Wednesday. So that way we can go through the mods live, or like go through the arcanes and stuff, and kind of figure out what we want in the pool. Because that's the only thing that's the only thing I need to do, is I have the characters, guns I want to do in the pool. I just need to put some arcanes in there too. Because arcanes can be really helpful and help a lot of people out, so I want them to have a chance to do that. So that won't be until Wednesday. There is a pool right now that is on the Discord. I will put the link in the description. If you go into the Discord and you go into the info section, there will be a giveaway section. I need to do a lot with the Discord. I want to do, like, have a fun bot in there. I also want to... I know there's, like, specific sections and stuff like that people can do. But... I may get rid of the whole, like, sections part of it. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on it, because sometimes I feel like it'll be too much if we have like a jillion like games on there. And then other times I just want to keep it like small. So maybe one of these days I'll flip a coin and see how I want to organize it. But I also want to add like a really fun bot to the Discord as well, just so you guys can have fun, like rank up, talk, gamble a little bit. Maybe have like a gambling bot or something. How dare you reduce my damage? How dare. Yeah, if I can just spam circle and freeze these guys, hilarious. Do this. Bloop, you're frozen. It'd be so funny. Yeah, no, my goal in Warframe at some point is to have every character be able to survive Steel Path somehow. And I've heard that Steel Path can go to like level 900, 500 with the Deep Archimedia stuff, which I also kind of need to get into, but I can barely survive level 200s, let alone anything else. So, I mean, with this character potentially being immortal, as long as I can get Rolling Guard on this build, where I can stop all the status effects, like I can roll, be invincible for 3 seconds, with like no status effects hurting me, I should potentially be okay. So I may actually take this build into either Haro, I'll take Haro's build, or I'll take this Gauss build into there. may actually do that tomorrow. We might try some Archimedia stuff on stream. Got 30 seconds before we're able to leave. I don't know where the exit's gonna be.
He has found the Archon's current
Exit's
location.
gonna be over there, okay.
Azul has no idea what we have achieved today.
Okay, no, I can see the appeal of this now. Running to the exit. There's also some mods that you can get for Gauss, which I need to check out. Some of them can be like... There's mods that are character specific that can change their abilities, potentially like making them better or worse, or giving them very unique mechanics. And that comes with the factions. And that's why I also want to do my factions, is to get those cards. And when I'm done with the first two, right now I'm Red Veil and I think Steel Meridian? Something like that, I think. I want to level those up and then move on to the next ones. So I can get like Sabagoth. The Sabagoth one is one I really want, so I can make that character overpowered. I want to be able to upgrade his claws. I also recently saw a very cool Inaros build, which I may end up doing that as well. But really quickly, let's attempt to do this Archon hunt, hopefully with other teammates. Maybe? We get about like 15 minutes to try to complete this. So we'll see. I kind of also forgot that Warframe has... Warframe does have voice chat. And I forgot about that. And now all of us are friends because we're wiggling our ships. Shout out to The First Flame, Fred, and Eversick for being featured in this video, I guess. Jeez, it's gonna take a while. Hopefully it does let us load in. Alright, I think it is. Yeah, we're in. Alright, cool.
Who whispered dreams of dominion into Pazul's ear?
Gonna wait for my team.
Who keeps Era suppressed and tormented with delusions? The stench of
Ooh, is that person playing...
Tenno.
They're both playing Equinox and a Heldren. That's pretty good. I need one of these guys to proc me with. Proc me. Hit me, proc me. I'm not gonna be immortal if I'm not procced, and this guy is not making this easy. See, that's what I was afraid of. That toxin. Who knows? Maybe I'll get procced when I'm here. Ooh, that person's interesting. They have... I've seen people put Nidus' first ability on stuff, but I don't know why. It's just to make them immortal, or what?
You found her. Stay on the move. Those eyes can kill.
Ow, 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 I'm frozen. Oh crap. I got you. Hey, you wanna hurt me? Come on, retaliate me. Proc me. God damn it. My teammate's cool, but he's not allowing us to proc this. Well, I mean, I guess in the meantime, what I can do is kind of freeze these enemies, make sure they can't do anything. We'll just mow them down. That's why I really like Hildren as well. I want to get Hildren's alt fire to be really cool, but she can fly, and she's a really, really fantastic support character. Where is he? Let's mow him down. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Oh, I didn't know we can help with that. I need you to proc me, please, proc me. They don't want to hurt me. They don't want to proc me.
Fazul has barred the way to us heathens, but stolen deacon veils should allow you to deceive the barrier.
Oh, whoops. Way too fast. Can you proc me? One of you guys proc me? You guys suck. Whoa. That's cool. That's cool. Big sentient. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Disable security. Well, I mean, I'll do my best. I ain't the quickest at it, but, you know, I'm here.
Vulnerable. Take down his flock first, then him.
Disable security. Okay. Bye guys, we're here.
Fazul preaches of Tau, where once the great beasts held dominion. But none have seen Tau in centuries, nor heard it speak. Naira
They usually
and
hit me.
Kin were doubly
Hurt me.
abandoned.
Do something. You guys suck. I have energy. Hit me. Ah, it's fine. Hildren's also really good because she can lift enemies in the air, give us energy, stuff like that. Oh no. It's okay. Sometimes these people aren't supposed to be here, sometimes they are. And that's okay. Alright, doing fantastic. We're just gonna laser her. Gotta keep that pressure on. Ah, crap.
You dealt with Archon Naira expertly, Tenno. Her kind may expect no mercy, no redemption.
One of our teammates died. That is tragic. That is absolutely tragic. They'll still get the rewards, but dang. Ooh, we get one of the rarest sculptures. We got a jellyfish sculpture. That is one of my absolute favorites. And we got a Archon shard. Sometimes there, if you can get, I think, 3 of the same shard, you can turn it into a Tau Forge shard. And a Tau Forge is like the same shard, but it's like upgraded, so it does like a lot of damage. But I think we did pretty good. Once again, this is my Immortal build. If you guys want to take a look at this, you can also put. I don't have an Exilus Warframe adapter up here, but this is my Immortal build. And then if you want a little bit less range and more strength, this is my second build for strength. So that's what I have. In between now and possibly the next episode, what I'll do is I'll try to figure out where to get more of this, some arcane. I may also try to do the Archimedia stuff, the really hard missions, like level 200s. So that's what we'll do. Possibly on stream next time, or I might dabble in it a little bit tomorrow. We'll see. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Wednesday, I'm going to put on the loot pool for our wonderful giveaway, so you guys can still be a part of that on YouTube in case you guys don't have Discord. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next stream and or video. Bye bye. I'll bow to you before I leave. Bye bye.